wanting to talk today about the government disclosure hearing that happened a few hours ago. And I wanted to talk about, I guess, come forward, not just as human, as a starseed, but also as an ambassador to the many different civilizations and councils that I also work with, that I'm now coming forward as speaking on their behalf also. So the government hearing that we had today regarding disclosure was talking about how there's technology that has been witnessing and that has been witnessed by pilots and by other beings, other citizens that are far superior to any technology that we have now, and that are actually showing us that there is other civilizations, other beings that are coming here and that are actually interacting with us and interacting with the planet. So this is something that is not new. This is something that has been going on for a long time. It's not like they just got here. They've been here long before we were even here. And so what's happening now, and what I'm seeing, is that there is a disclosure. A lot of different whistleblowers coming forward and talking about these things, and obviously all the backlash that they've had for talking about it, and just us as citizens realizing that we have a right to know these things. Now, there is a certain issue with fear surrounding this, because there are some people that have that war mentality and that think that now we have to worry about being in danger somehow because we're being visited by beings with higher technology than we have. So one thing that I've been told is, and that I'm very aware of, is that if they wanted to take us out, they would have already done it. Now, that is not the purpose. That's not their purpose. That's not why they're here. Most of the civilizations that are out there are actually here to assist us. They're not here to hurt us. They are actually part of our development. They're part of our history as humans, and we as humans actually carry a lot of their DNA. And so in a lot of ways, they are actually our family. So they're not here to harm us. Now, to me, it's illogical to say that if they're aliens or extraterrestrials, that must automatically mean that they're bad, right? We have this notion, just like sometimes we look at humans and we can be biased towards looking at the negative. They are not here to hurt us. There are some civilizations that have been here and may still be here that maybe don't have the best intentions for us. But a lot of those groups have already left, and a lot of those groups are already being dealt with, and they are part of the grand scheme of things that we're going through. So that's something that I wanted to briefly talk about. The other thing is that I'm realizing that as humanity now, we are now demanding and we are asking for certain questions to be answered regarding the reality of our existence. And the fact that we're not alone, that it's illogical to think that we are alone. Of course, there's millions and billions and trillions of different civilizations, and some of them here, some of them have come here. Some of us have incarnated here. And so it's really, really important that we realize that we're not alone, and that there are beings that are here to help us, and that this disclosure is just the beginning. It's just one of many that are gonna happen. And maybe some officials may not want to ever come out and tell us everything and tell us, yes, we've been dealing with them. They have been dealing with these different civilizations. There has been an exchange of technology that has taken place, and there's a lot of truth that is going to come forward out of this. So I want us all to try our best to be open-minded as we listen to some of these stories that are going to be coming out. Also realize that we're going to start seeing a lot more of things in the sky, and this is going to become more of our reality now, to be able to maybe see a UFO or a UAP or whatever they want to call it, and to just realize that they're not here to hurt us. They are here to help us, and there are, I know, groups out there that would like us to think that we need to be fearful, that would like to keep us in fear and make us think that they are our enemies. In fact, they're not our enemies. In fact, they're our family, and they are here to assist us. And not to say that there are beings out there that are not friendly, but it's the same as humans, right? With humans, you have, some humans are friendly and some humans are not. It's like this whole topic on like reptilians, and it's like, it makes no sense to think that all reptilians are bad. There are some nice reptilians out there. There are some really nice protectors and beings out there that are not necessarily out to harm us. So just keep an open mind, and please just take everything that you hear with a grain of salt. Listen to your own intuition as to what feels right to you and what doesn't feel right to you, and know that you're safe. Know that everything's going to be okay. Again, if they would have wanted to do something, they would have done it. A lot of these beings do have the technology to be able to help us in infinite ways, but it's also important to realize that they're not here to rescue us. It's not necessarily what they're here to do, and they don't necessarily want to do that either. They want us to come into our power and to be able to rescue ourselves. It doesn't mean that they can't help us. So I think that's all I want to share about that today. Take care. I love you. Bye-bye.